Bert Kreischer, dog.
Bert Kreischer.
The most fattest, unfunniest comedian out there, dog.
Yeah, I gotta look him up. I don't know who Bert Kreischer is.
Bert Kreischer, he doesn't even know who you are, dog.
Sorry, bro. I gotta see a face or a body.
All right, let me tell you. Oh, you don't want to see that face nor that body, dog. Check it out. Bert Kreischer, dog. He started off his career taking off his shirt to be funny, dog.
Uh-oh.
So he goes up there and he just talks, dog, and he talks. And I'm all saying, hey, I'm like, hey, see a joke already, dog. And he doesn't say no jokes.
Yeah.
He's just standing there without his shirt. He's telling me about his drinking stories from like 20 years ago. I go, damn, dog. I be kicking it with my tios on the carne asada. They're doing the same thing, dog.
Yeah.
And then check it out, dog. As the years progressed, dog, the less funnier he got, the more clothes he started taking off, dog. Órale, como this is me, Little Hater. And guess what, Doug? This podcast is brought to you by the Patio Nuts. You had me at hola. So go out and get some of these nuts. It's the Patio Nuts. Órale, homes. Welcome to the best podcast in Long Beach. Today I have me a very special guest. Tell him who you is. Tell him who you is.
I'm Aaron Villagran, and I'm from East LA.
That's right, Doc. From East LA. Tell them who you are and tell them what you do, Doc.
So, I'm a human being, and I was doing comedy for 10 years now, 12 years, something like that. So I've been doing comedy for a minute. I started acting 4 or 5 years ago, and I couldn't do that then because I had kids to raise, and I asked my mom to raise my kids for me, and she got mad at me, and she said, you watch them. So I did. So now that my kids are older, I started acting again. So I guess you could say I'm a comedian and trying to be an actor. So right now, I'm a wannabe actor.
Everybody wants to be something, Doc.
Yeah. Wannabe, man. Yeah, it's hard, though. I'm just doing backgrounds, nothing big. I just did a commercial. Was one of my... there was this gun, bro. This gun that you shoot people, right? It's a pellet gun. It's an air pellet gun, right? So when you shoot people, the pellet shoots far, bro. It's not like it's a rinky-dinks gun, right? So if you start running and boom, I shoot you, there's pepper spray in here. So when it hits you, it pops, and then you get pepper spray, and then they'll go get you. So that's kind of the commercial that I did. I think that's probably one of my biggest things that I've done so far. And one of the other ones was I was featured. I didn't get no roles, but I was featured with The Mentalist. I don't know if you ever remember watching The Mentalist.
I heard about that show, but I never watched it.
Yeah. So on The Mentalist, I was right there with everybody. I'm very mad at myself because I was late the next day and they cut me.
They cut you out of the stories, Doc? They said no.
Dude, they just got me. They were trying to put me into that story. They were talking to me and stuff like that because I guess I look like an Italian gangster when I have like a suit on.
Yeah.
So they casted me as an Italian gangster, and I was with some guy, just being his bodyguard in front of him, giving him some mean mugs, and they said, man, we love you. You got the good look. We're gonna get you in here, and just come back next week, okay? Boom, I come back. I never knew the 405 freeway was really that bad. I was supposed to be there at 6 a.m., bro. I left at like 3:45, and I got there at 6, bro. It took me over 2 hours to get there. I was coming from far, and when I got there, bro, they're like, hey, just do this puzzle magazine. We'll get you in there in just a second. I'm like, all right. They never got me in there. Left me out there all 8 hours, and they let me go and said, we don't need you no more. And I was like,
Oh, man, that sucks. Doc, did they pay you for that day?
They did.
Oh, man.
I got a SAG for doing nothing, too. They gave me a SAG voucher, so I was on my way, but it's okay. I kind of feel now, I feel like now's my time. I think back then, if I would have done things, I think I probably would have been an alcoholic, the whole Hollywood story, hookers and drugs, and I would have been dead, dog.
The fun stuff.
Yeah. So I'm glad everything's starting over now, so I'm good now, man. I'm really good. How you feeling today?
You know what, Doc? I'm a little hungover, Doc.
Yeah?
Yeah, I ate way too many tacos, Doc. I have a taco hangover, Doc.
I love taco hangover.
Yeah, next time I want to eat like 2 less tacos, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's your favorite spot? Do you have a spot?
It changes, Doc. You know?
Right.
But usually my favorite spot's the one that gives me free tacos, Doc.
So at home, you make your own? Or?
you know, that, or I get like a girlfriend to take me out, buy me tacos, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it, dog. But you also do comedies, dog, right?
I do comedy, yeah.
Tell us about your comedy.
My comedy is based around my life. I do a lot of kid jokes. I do talk a lot about myself. I talk a lot about my family. I don't like going out of that kind of circle thing because I've seen a lot of guys get hit after shows because they kind of do a lot of crowd work and stuff like that. And you're gonna do crowd work, but my comedy isn't all about crowd work. I interact, you know, but I mean, there's this guy. He's mean to the crowd, bro, and they laugh like, oh, you know what I mean? He calls a black guy Nigga, and the black guy's laughing, and you know, white people don't say that, you know. And he says a lot of things he shouldn't, and makes fun of people, and I'm just like, man, I choke up. I'm like, man, I would never. So I just concentrate on my kids, man. It's been working out, man. My kids, I love my kids, but they put a lot of information in my head, and I'm just turning them into jokes, man. So that's it, really.
Yeah, man. You know what? There's a lot of people that go after the crowd, and you know when the crowd like responds back to you, Doug. I don't know, Doug. You know, what can I say, Doug?
Yeah, it's hard. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to come right back with something, because if you don't, you look like you're. You know, I come up with something too, because I do that sometimes, but I recovered. I came up with my pothole joke, right? So what happens is when I stumble. Like either if I'm replying or I'm telling a joke, I'm like, oh man, I apologize. I go, do you guys know what potholes are in the street? And everybody's like, yeah. I said, that was a pothole in my head. Let's just continue. I hope I don't get a flat tire. And so I just kind of do the pothole and boom, it pastes the comment, kind of brings me back, and I keep rolling. So I'm just trying to find little things to keep the laughter going. That's all.
Yeah, you know what? Being a stand-up comic is like really hard, Doug.
It is, dude. You got to be the center of attention, and you have to make at least 80% of the people like you. You know, if you don't get up there being likable, if they don't like you, I think being likable is more important than what you say, to be honest. Because if they like you, man, you can say anything, really. You know. So I'm really working on trying to have people like me, and I think I found a little bit of what they like. I kind of act stupid or slow, maybe, you know, and a lot of people are like looking at me strange, and they give that stupid laugh sometimes, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, and it feels good, because when you look for something and you find it, it's better than not finding it, you know what I mean? So I feel good right now. It feels really good to do that and have people laugh, and you know, I just started doing this, and you know, people look at me now like, hey, I don't like his jokes because I took a lot of jokes out. So that's all good, man. I'm starting a new path.
But you know what? That comedy has to evolve, and comedy has to change.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't keep the same joke forever, Doug.
Yeah. Or the same, or you see, too. I think too, you got to have a character. You got your character. It's pretty dope. I like Little Hater. He's cool. Mine is, I never really had one. I went up there like with my ego, you know, I'm funny, you know, and when you do that, you're not funny. You just look at my other shows, you know, and so what I did was I found a character, and within that character is kind of where my alter ego pops out, and that's what you really want, and I think that's where a lot of people do get success in comedy, and that's where.
Hey, Doc, but don't you think like a whole bunch of people play like characters in like their regular lives and they don't even know it, Doc?
Yeah. They should get paid for that. They shouldn't just be weirdos, you know?
It's like, check it out, Doc. When I was like a little vato, right? I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
And then I was hanging around in the neighborhood with all these other mocosos. And then the next week they turned into gangsters, and they were like totally acting different and walking different.
Right. You pick one. You gotta pick
so
one.
It's like, that's when the realization came to my head that people try to play characters in their lives. Though.
Yeah. Which is cool, but I think playing a character. See, if you play a character and you don't get paid for it, you need psychological help. If you play a character and you get paid for it, then it's acting. So you might as well get paid for it instead of just acting like a weirdo.
Yeah, man. You know, like I see fools that try to be hard.
Yeah.
Right. Like they go to Starbucks, they're hard, right?
Yeah.
Then they go to work,
Starbucks.
they're hard, right?
Yeah.
And they go to the park and the party, they're hard, right?
Yeah.
And then when they go into the bedroom, they can't get hard. Come on, Dak. What's going on with that?
Exactly. Yeah. I guess their ego. Maybe they have a small ego. Maybe.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. You gotta control that mind of yours though somehow. And sometimes I have to always remember to, because my mind will always go astray. So I'm like, Aaron, come back to where you were. And all right, here I go.
Hey, Doc, do you have any regrets in life, Doc?
Regrets?
Yeah.
So here, right now, I'm at a point in life where I truly believe God's gonna throw you another road to take, right? Or if you don't believe in God, maybe there's something that you see and that says go this way instead of that way, right? So if I don't take this road right now, I will have regret. So right now the answer is no. If I don't take the road, if you ask me again in 5 years, I'll say yes. But so I'm taking the road less traveled, man. That way I don't have regret. I believe there's happiness on this road, and I believe that's where everybody fulfills their deepest desires.
I have some regrets in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your regrets?
I should have been a porn star, Doc.
Hey man, hey, porn stars are I think they're easy to get hired. All you gotta do is just act when they say act.
It's like, Doc, like back in my primes, Doc, I was like skinnies,
Yeah.
I was like the Energizer homie, I
Yeah.
kept on going and going,
Yeah.
and now not so much, Doc, like now I'm like 100 pounds fatter, Doc,
Yeah.
I guess tired, Doc, all my best like times are behind me, Doc. And then think about it, Doc. Like when you could have done that, Doc. Like all the free food you would have ate at the porn sites, Doc.
Yeah.
Because they cater the food, Doc.
Yeah, that food's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good because they buy whatever the main actresses want. I mean, you get the leftovers, but I don't care. I don't care if my fish sits out for another 10 minutes. I'll eat it.
You're like, hey, this fish smells like the other fish.
Hey man, it's just like the same thing that you have, except you went first. Who cares, dude? I don't care, man. Even if I make it, man, seriously, write this down. If I make it, to stay humble and to stay honest, man, and to be a good person, I would let all the background actors go first. Because when you go first, you establish, you start stepping on life, you get narcissistic. So if I make it, I always reward people that help me first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, not me, Doc. Not Doc. I would have to be the first one getting the food, Doc. Because you know how many people are cochinos, Doc?
Yeah.
They're like sneezing on the food and touching it.
That's true.
I don't even like shaking people's hands, Doc.
Yeah, where you do the fist bumps.
I do that, or I give them the elbow.
No.
Sometimes I don't even.
I don't like that. I don't like that shake that people do, the cool shake where they do that and they put the elbow in your chest so you can't get close to them.
Oh really? No,
And they hit you like, oh shit, sorry, bro. I thought we were gonna touch nipples. I like touching nipples. Yeah.
Hey, but when you like to touch nipples, you just go like this, or like
No, because you bump. You know what I mean? You do the bump, you bump. Something like that, or right nipple to left nipple kind of thing. That's the cool thing. It establishes, and we're supposed to hug, dude. It's part of being human, and people run away from that. So, and then now, when you're cool, you hit the shoulder, you hit the elbow to the shoulder, so you don't get close. I guess it's the COVID shoulder. It's the COVID elbow.
Yeah. But were you like that, like before the COVIDs, or like after the COVIDs?
Like what?
Like the handshake, Doc.
I always like to shake hands. I always, give a little pat on the back, whatever. But now that everybody's changing, everybody doesn't want to get close now, or even handshakes now. It's like, do you bump, dude? What do we do now? Like,
what? The reason I don't like to shake people's hands is because I see what people do with their hands.
True. It is true.
They like to roll the dice, Doc. A lot.
You can roll the dice a lot of ways.
Yeah, they pretend they're in Las Vegas and they want to roll the dice.
Yeah.
Sometimes they practice rolling the dice a couple times a day, Doc.
Yeah, and not only that, dude, I've been in the restrooms a lot, and I see guys go right from the urinal right to the front door, and that doesn't work for me, and that's why, I don't really think about it, but now that you do, now I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I shake somebody's hand that shouldn't have had that had a lot of stuff on there that I didn't want.
And I'm pretty sure that somebody shook in my hand after, rolling some dice.
Rolling some dice.
Pretty much.
Man, it happens, dude. Nobody's 100% clean. And you know what? To be honest, man, I don't think we're supposed to be, because I mean, if you go way back to when we first started, we were eating stuff that was dirty. But the world, see, people don't understand is the world is clean. Like, there's nothing. The only reason why the world's dirty is because we're dirtying it. Thinking, even going pee on the floor, dude, it's all good. It's all good. It's just all this chemicals. Hand sanitizer's bad for we're gonna get cancer and my hands are gonna fall off. Next time I come back, I'm gonna be like this. Look, I have no more hands.
Hey, Doc. You know what? It's like we're dirty, Doc. I was watching like that they were like doing some makeup on like a television reporter, right? Doc?
Yeah.
She was gonna like do an award thing.
Uh-huh.
Man, she was ugly, Doc.
Yeah.
She looked like a plucked chicken, Doc.
Hey, some people need more makeup than others, man.
And she looked like one of those people in the National Geographic stuff.
Like the old school people from the bush? Or
Yeah,
what?
something like that.
Like when you're going through the bush and you see a lady with a lantern, or
she looked like Ogre knew that, Doc.
Yeah.
She still had like a nice smile, Doc, right? But she didn't pay for it, Doc.
Dude, have you seen online these? I've only seen Asians do this. Okay. This Asian there's a video, okay, so this Asian comes on there, right, and she's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie, right, but they do the fast forward and they're putting makeup on, they tape their face, and this lady turns into, she goes from like a 2 to an 8,
yeah.
like, and then I see some where the girl's up there and she's already an 8, and then she's like, wait, and then she starts taking the stuff off and she goes back down to a 2. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, that's like Kylie Jenner, right?
Yeah.
Remember when Kylie Jenner was like a little like she was like 16
average?
or 18?
She was like a 6.
Come on, Doc. She wasn't ugly.
I wasn't going that low.
Hey, she fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch all the way down.
Yeah, this is true. She wasn't that good. She wasn't attractive.
But then
she was just rich.
Yeah. Then she got the arthritis,
Yeah.
And then she got like the bumper to the car.
Yeah.
And then she fixed all that
Fixed
mascara,
the lips,
Doc.
the lips, the nose. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. She did the doctor did a really good job.
Hey, usually I'm against plastic surgery, but not in this case.
Yeah. If I'm gonna ever do it, I'm gonna call her back. Yo, what's your doctor's name?
I'm like, Kylie Jenner, she looked way better, Doc.
Yeah, he did a really good job. But and did you hear about that guy that sued his wife for doing that?
Doing what, Doc?
Check this out. So she got all this plastic surgery, right? So this dude married this lady, okay? And when they had kids, their kids came out strange looking. They didn't look nothing like them, right? He checked the kids, see if they were his. Ended up finding out that she had some major reconstruction that did like a Kylie Jenner kind of thing, from a 2 to a 9 and stuff. And he sued her, and he won.
Oh man,
he won, dude. I don't know what he won, but he won, dog. And I was just like, well, that's kind of false advertising. It's catfishing, dog. Catfishing is so popular right now. It's not even funny, dog.
You ever missed catfish, Doc?
Have I what?
Have you ever missed catfish?
Missed it?
No. Have you ever been catfish?
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Man, no, I haven't been, because when I'm dating, because I'm older now, right?
Yeah.
So back in the days when you're dating a lot, it might have happened back then, but there was one time. Okay, maybe call this catfishing, maybe, right? So this girl, I was looking online. I think I was dating online. I don't remember which one. Probably Plenty of Fish, because that's the only one I do. This girl took a picture of her face like this, right? Nothing below. Dude, she was so beautiful. I'm like, man, I gotta go out with this girl. So I text her or whatever, I message her. Let's meet at a public place, at a bar or like a club, and let's dance and have some fun. If you don't like me, just leave. And the same thing for you, right? I'm outside waiting for her. She's like, I'm coming. And like I look down the way and I see this girl coming, and I'm like, oh, this can't be her. And she was fat from far away. Okay, if you're fat from far away, as you get closer, you're just gonna get fatter, right? So I was like, no. And it ended up being her, dude. And I'm not nothing against fat people, but you need to put that in your profile, guys. She didn't put it in her profile. She had a very beautiful face, and I think that's what she used. And ladies, Don't do that. That's misleading, man. What if I told you I was Casanova and I had a big
Personality.
a big personality, a big bat, you know, and then you come to see like, oh yeah, that's what I want, and then you know, I come to end, I'm half Chinese or something. That would piss you off, man. Don't do that.
Well, you know what? Maybe you have like a little chile, but it's a habanero, dog. You know, super spicy, dog.
Yeah, I guess it's the most of the ocean or how you use it, maybe, but I don't believe so. I think it has a lot to do with both. I'm Mexican, I'm Latino, so I'm right in the middle. I feel perfect right now. I leave, like I heard someone say this, they leave it the way they found it. That's what I did. I just leave it the way I found it, man. I'm not damaging no property.
Hey, dog, so check it out, dog. With all these mijas getting butt surgeries and stuff like that, why are they doing that, dog?
Dude, it's a big turnoff for me.
Hey, their vatos they don't got the size to reach, dog.
Yeah. If I went doggy style on a chick that got a big butt or even a black chick, I think I'd just be making noise. Or tickling her, man. I'd just be like, and she'd be like, I'd be like doing it like this, and then there'd be a question mark on her head, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. What am I doing?
Hey, keep it down, dog. Keep it down. Keep it down. You tell him, dog. You tell him.
No, but she'd probably be laughing because I'd probably be tickling her or something, and she'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. Is this right?" I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't. You know, and honestly, I love women. I've dated a black girl, but it never went anywhere. I love women, man, and a black girl is something that I am very skeptical of dating, just because, you know, if they're black, they've been with a black guy, and that black guy's got to have a big personality.
Yeah.
So now the garage is too big for you, you know, and you know, I don't want to disappoint her, and it just hits your ego a little bit too hard for me. So I just stick to the Asians. I stick to tiny Latinas.
Yeah.
You know, I'm honest with them. You know, I tell them all the time, you know, I'm broke. I have a medium-sized personality. What I tell you, bro? Don't make me get up, dog.
I know, dog. What the hell? Don't you see we're doing the best podcast in Long Beach?
I'll steal your tractor and take it somewhere and leave it. Maybe I'll put it in the water and watch it float. That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. You know, I was gonna say something, but the damn tractor went my.
I call that my pothole joke. Yeah, because when I want to joke and I forget, I was like, oh, it's just like a pothole in the floor. Maybe it'll come back to me.
No, it had to do with the mijas and I don't know.
We were talking about having a big butt and not being able to reach.
Yeah. Oh yes, I remember now.
All right.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
All right.
All right, check it out, Dad.
Yeah.
Look, this is like how I feels about it, and I think 9 out of 10 guys feel the exact same way, except for that one guy who's a total fucking weirdo, dog. Guys don't give a fuck about your nails and how long they are. And you know why I bring that up? Because your nails are so nasty. I think to myself, how you wipe your butt, dog?
Oh, right? How do they do that? I like a bidet, bro. I like the water on the booty. Nothing better than squirting some water on your butt to make that shit shine, bro.
Yeah, let's showers, dog.
Yeah, I'll show you how I do it. You show it, and then and then you do me back, bro.
Nah, we're going to uncharted waters.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's execute the plan at hand, Aaron. All right, let me come back. Okay,
no, but
sorry.
it's like it makes no sense, dog. It's like they spend like $80 on their nails, right?
Yeah.
And then they look like they got like some big Wolverine claws, dog.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, look at my nails. And then when they try to roll the dices on you, dog, it hurts your Johnson, dog.
This is true. But I did see a girl show me with long nails how she wipes, because she went online, bro. She was a black girl, of course. And she's like, she had these long nails like they do. And everybody said, how do you wipe your booty? How do you do this? She's like, well, it's front to back. So I just go all the way down and go right back up, and the nails don't hit. And I was like, oh, I guess so, man. So she does do front to back, and the nails don't interfere, from what I understand.
That's how fat people do it, dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you're not fat.
Anymore. I used to be, man. I lost 70 pounds, dog.
Really, dog?
I lost 70 pounds. I was 272. And then I started trying to do healthy stuff, like exercise and eat healthy. and now I'm 202 pounds.
Damn, dog, I'm trying to get to 200 pounds, dog.
Yeah? It's in
And,
your diet, dog.
you know what? It's probably because I'm addicted to coca, dog.
Yeah? Like white Coke or dark Coke?
Not a coke.
Yeah? I'm not gonna lie, man.
But it's a Coca-Cola stuff.
You know, all the years that I bought Coke in my drug days, there was one time I bought some straight from not being cut. One time, dude, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's clean.
It's clean, bro.
Yeah.
And the only problem with doing it is when it's not clean. It's like it fucks you up, man. And I cry sometimes. Like I wish I could just do it one more. Well, I could do it one more time, man. Straight from Tony Matana's house.
Oh man,
I would love it.
Hey, those were the days, dog. Check it out, dog. Like, you know, you could do drugs. You didn't have to worry about fentanyl. You didn't have to worry about dying. You know,
AIDS.
you could have like sex and not worry about protection.
Yep.
You could have kids and not worry about child support.
Yeah.
Man, those were the days, dog.
Those were the days,
Those
man.
were the days.
Imagine that, man. Having a kid and be like, go to your mom. I'll be back sometime. No, just kidding. I love being a dad. I'm a dad, dude. I love kids, man. Or my kids, anyway. No one else's. Or my grandson. I got a grandson, man. I was a typical Latino, man. I told my daughter I didn't want to follow any stereotypes, but she made me one. She made me a grandpa at 38.
38, dog?
And she had a kid at 16, man. You know what's funny about that is I always told her that, because I lie to girls a lot. So I told her, I go, don't date unless you're on birth control because guys are dumb. Because I'm one of them. And so she ended up having a kid, and I ended up asking her. That was a rule, man. I genuinely told them, you know, if you're gonna date, just tell dad and I'll help you out, you know. I guess they still don't feel comfortable. Like, hey, dad, take me to go get birth control, you know. So she ended up getting pregnant, and I was like, you know, you weren't supposed to. You were supposed to get, birth control together. You know, there's no dating unless you do that. She's like, Dad, how many times I have to tell you we weren't dating? I was like, wait, 1 + 1 is 2, right? Yeah, the last time I checked. That hurt, dog, but that is what it is.
Hey, so things happen for a reason, dog.
Yeah, for sure. I think it happened because I think she was on a path of destruction, and I think her son kind of saved her, and I think that's what you're saving. Say we're all kids are here to save their parents' life.
Hey, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I don't like kids, dog.
Yeah, you don't have kids?
Me, not, dog.
Oh, that's cool.
Because when God made me, He broke the mold, dog. He says that's it, dog.
That's good.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to have
I don't
kids.
have kids.
You don't have to have kids.
I mean, my girlfriends have kids. You know?
Yeah.
My wife has kids.
So you just like being a stepdad. My wife has kids.
You got it, dog. You got it.
How many kids does your wife have?
Nah, dog. I'm not even married, dog.
Oh no?
Nah.
You have kids? Oh, that's dope, fool. I'm proud, dude. That is an accomplishment, dude. See, people don't get awarded for stuff like that, bro. And to be honest, I even tell my kids, I'm like, look, man, you don't have to have kids. You can live a life by yourself. You can live a life without kids. You can get married. You don't have to get married. Don't do what other people do. I tell my kids, you don't have. And my daughter that had the kid, she's like, that's my last one. I'm never having. I told you. I told you, man. It's not. I loved having my kids. I feel like I did my best, even though sometimes you think you didn't, as a parent. But get out of here, bro.
Telling you, dog.
They have no respect, dog.
They recognize. He gave me the nod, dog. That's right. Best podcast in Amish, dog.
You know whose podcast is
That's
this,
right,
bro?
homie. You know what it is, dog.
Should we show them how Latino we are?
I roll Long Beach homes.
Should we show them how Latino we
We're
are?
gonna give them a pass, dog.
And smoke weed?
That's right.
Nah, man, it's kidding.
So the fentanyl, dog, like it be killing a lot of people, huh?
Yeah, dude. It killed some comedians.
Yeah.
4 of them. Yeah, when it first came out, they had them. 4 of the comedians went out to an after party. Somebody bought a sack, and 5 dropped, and 1 popped up. Well, actually, no. 1 died earlier, and then 4 of them were at a party. It's in the news, man. Comedian, fentanyl, look it up on Google.
Dog.
Yeah, that shit's scary, dude. I can't even do it. Like, I can't even do drugs no more. I don't even want to do drugs when I love doing drugs. Well, not no more, but I like smoking weed. Imagine one day you smoke weed and I die, and then all of a sudden there's this new there's this new spray that's on weed that's killing people, so don't smoke weed no more. I'm
Yeah,
like,
well, didn't they say that at one point that the weeds had the phenols too?
Are you serious?
Yeah, dog.
Oh,
That's why I don't smoke some more, dog.
shit. Nothing no more, man.
That's what I'm saying, dog. It's like, before it was nothing but cocaine and hookers, and now it's not even that, dog.
That's a buzzkill, bro.
I know, dog. You just have to hit the sauce a lot harder, dog.
I know.
You gotta double the consumption of the alcohols, dog, to get you to the higher levels, dog.
I stopped. I don't drink, man.
Oh no.
I stopped. My liver's like this big, right? It's like this big now. I drink a lot, dude. I drink whiskey every day, and my liver just kind of said, "Hey, man, time out. I need to take a break."
So how long have you been taking a break for, dog?
I've been taking a break for about 3 years, 4 years.
Damn, I got you beat, dog.
Hard. You don't drink no more?
Nah, dog. I took a break for 4 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, dog.
Oh, okay.
And
How's it feel?
And it took me 3 years to get to
Get
that.
there.
Yeah, dog. I stopped like drinking. Like,
it's hard, dude.
Yeah, I tried to stop drinking like 3 years before I actually
Right.
like completed it, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. So it's kind of like 7 years, kind of like almost
back
sober.
and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 4 years completely sober, dog.
Same here, because when I first stopped, right, I was still doing comedy, right? So this is what I did. So I gotta stop, right? I'm like, I'm not gonna drink tonight. So I go to a comedy show. I'll just have one. And then I'll drink. I just have one more. And then I'll drink. My liver's not hurting. I have a bottle. And then when I wake up, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? So that went on for about. You're
like Spider from a Blood and Blood Out.
Yeah.
Oh, my ribs.
Yeah, dude. So that went on for about 2-3 years, and then all of a sudden, then you'll be like, stop, and then they'll change your ways. So you're about right. It's the same thing happened to me.
Yeah, you know why I like a life like this now? Because like people would tell me stories of stuff I did. Sometimes I wouldn't even remember stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would show me pictures, and I'm like,
oh, I would never do that. Oh, shit, I did.
Oh, yeah,
never. You know what? Give me that pitch. Throw it out. Burn that picture.
And I'm like, oh damn, dog. But back in those days, dog, they were like not that many cameras. But now everything, dog,
man.
everything's on a camera, dog.
You know what I don't understand with cameras? How stupid we still are. Well, not me, but people that get caught on camera, like people that rob places that think, like maybe they don't know that a camera's on them, or maybe they're just like, I'm invincible. I can do anything and no one's gonna catch me. And then there's cameras they're everywhere now, bro.
That's why I don't rob people no more, dog.
You know what?
I don't rob people no more.
Yeah.
I don't rob banks anymore because I was like, I'm gonna get caught, dog.
Yeah, you are, dude. You will get caught, dude. And that's the shitty part, Like Jack the Ripper had it cool. Jesse James had it, you know what I mean? If I back in the day, I'd be Jesse. I'd be robbing banks all day, because people would be like, he was 5 feet tall and white. I'm sure there was a lot of 5 feet tall white people back there.
Well, Jesse James was 5 feet tall.
I know I don't know how tall he was, but he was white. And all you go by is what people see, So you don't. It's not like social media when someone, like if I did something stupid, my face would be up there and everybody would know me based on all the bad stuff I did, and then be able to be like, oh, there he is. Hey, policeman, there he is right there. Go get him.
Yeah, dog, it's like now everybody gets offended and everybody wants to like cancel everybody's dog.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think COVID made this society soft, man.
I mean, I think it made everybody's crazy, dog.
Yeah. I got out of that though. I was going a little nuts, but I started kind of working out, eating right, and trying to stay balanced. It's all about balance, I think. If you start kind of doing this, get yourself back and get away from that people that are, that's why I don't hang around my kids. They make me unbalanced. I'm like, man, I'm feeling good. Hey, Dad. Oh, shit, what? Who's that? I still have kids? Shit. I thought I got rid of you guys.
Yeah, well, that's another reason why not to have kids, because once you got them, you're never going to be able to get rid of them.
Always around. That was one thing when I was growing up, because sometimes you don't want to be a parent because you don't know what it's like to be one. And one of the hardest things about being a parent is that the kids are always around, bro. It's like you can't get rid of them.
Do they at least like bring you like presents and stuff like that for your birthdays and stuff?
You know what, man? I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anything. they don't have to give me anything. The only thing really that I want, even on Father's Day, my birthday, is for them to be around me, have some good times. They don't have to buy me anything. They don't have to show me, that they're rich, and rich money, meaning rich money. I want them to show me how rich they are with their heart. So I just want them to hang around Dad and tell some jokes, man. That's about it.
Hey, speaking about jokes, Dad, we gotta talk about do you have any comedians that you don't like, Dad?
That I don't like?
Yeah, that you don't. Why? Because I'm a hater, dog. So
Yeah. I don't like the comedians that hate on other comedians, whoever you are.
That means you don't like me, dog.
Well, genuinely, like you seem like your character is a hater.
You keep on saying a character, dog. There's no such thing as character. This is who I am,
that's
dog.
who you are. Okay, my bad. But I don't know. I just don't like the ones that they'll talk down on you or give you an opinion or they talk down on your work or whatever. And I don't talk down on no one's art because that's my expression. So, I mean, if there's any comedians out there that do that, those are the ones that I don't like.
All right. I'm going to let you in, dog.
Thank you.
All right. Check it out, dog. Bert Kreischer, dog.
Bert Kreischer.
The most fattest, unfunniest comedian out there, dog.
Yeah, I gotta look him up. I don't know who Bert Kreischer is.
Bert Kreischer, he doesn't even know who you are, dog.
Sorry, bro. I gotta see a face or a body.
All right, let me tell you. Oh, you don't want to see that face nor that body, dog. Check it out.
Sorry.
Bert Kreischer, dog. He started off his career taking off his shirt to be funny, dog.
Uh-oh.
So he goes up there and he just talks, dog, and he talks, and I'm all saying, I'm like, hey, say a joke already, dog, and he doesn't say no jokes.
Yeah.
He's just standing there without his shirt. He's telling me about his drinking stories from like 20 years ago. I go, damn, dog, I be kicking it with my tios on the carne asada. They're doing the same thing, dog.
Yeah.
And then check it out, dog. As the years progressed, dog, the less funnier he got, the more clothes he started taking off, dog. I'm serious, dog. Look him up on the Instagram, dog.
I will. You can't do that if you're not funny with one shirt.
Well, he took off his shirt, then he took off his pants, and then he was like in a G-string or a thong, and now he's like coming out completely naked, dog. That's how not funny he is, dog.
Yeah.
He has to be like completely naked so people could laugh at his little pee-pee to be funny, dog.
Or his unfit body.
That's right, dog.
Look at my big titties. And he got a bra for me. I mean, that's funny. But keep your shirt on. I mean, go like this, maybe, keep the shirt. But I'm not gonna lie. One time I did pull my pants down.
On stage?
I did. No, on stage. Yeah.
Was it planned or what was it do?
It wasn't planned, man. I did it to get. I was mad at the booker. So this is what happened. I was rolling with Robert Zapata, and we had to go to the Dirty 30 at 12:30, and this guy's like, bring his kids up and he'll give me time. Okay, so I was like, yeah, we're going that way. I don't really care, dude. I told Robert, you watch. I'm not watching kids, bro. So we get there. He's like, thanks, bro. I'll give you 3 minutes to bring his kids from LA to Vegas. Okay, and I'm like, 3 minutes, really? He's like, yeah. I said, all right, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. I just wanted to be appreciative. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take my pants off just for him. And I did, and it worked though, bro. People were laughing. I was like, hey, everybody, any comics pulled their pants off on stage? They're like, no. And I said, wham, bro. And I did my shampoo. People were popping, and I got off quick though. I didn't stay 3 minutes because I was mad at him. so then I was
just like when you pull out your pants in your regular life, it only lasts
yeah. Exactly, bro. So you know what, man? The guy at the 30 at 12:30, let's rebuild our relationship. I want to do more of mine. I want to do 10 minutes, not just 2. That's what I tell my girlfriend. But unfortunately, I always end at 1:45. It's like, what do they say? It's like scheduled. It's like a boxing round. Sex is like a boxing round. It's scheduled for 12, and it always ends early. That's the way it is, dog. You gotta have fun with life, though, man. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. Actually, wait, I am. Aaron is dumb. I'm gonna be someone else. Oh man, it's a beautiful day, though.
Yeah, dog. So Yeah, so that's Bert Kreischer, dog. He's not like whatever, dog.
Yeah.
So, but you can watch him on Instagram, and he's like completely naked.
I'm gonna watch him.
That. Yeah. And then tell him I said, hey, the little hater sister not funny. Dog.
I will.
He knows who I am.
Yeah? Do you really talk to him?
I don't know. Not yet, dog.
No, but I mean, honestly, dude, if I was doing something like that, oh, come on, bro, don't make me get up, bro. I'll take your tractor and I'll go track your house.
We'll sell the tractor after the podcast.
Yeah. Nah, man, I wanna watch it float. I'm gonna put it in the ocean and watch it float away.
But you know what, dog? Let me tell you something, dog. Bert Kreischer, dog. Even though I hate on Bert Kreischer, dog, he's coming out with the movies, dog.
Oh.
And the movie actually looks pretty good, dog.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like his comedies.
Yeah.
He's got a good podcast, though, dog.
Right.
Have you ever?
No,
you've never seen him. So he's got a podcast with Tom Segura, dog.
Yeah.
And they talk. He's good at like conversation and podcast, dog.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of his comedy.
Right.
But he's coming out with a movie, dog, and the movie looks good, dog.
You gotta respect the hustle.
Come on, dog. I like to hate on everybody, but it's a different kind of hate.
I got you, man.
It's a different kind.
It's a love hate, is what it is.
Yeah, dog.
If you come from love, you can say anything, man, even if it's a little off. I guess maybe I'm wrong. You know what? Forget I said that.
So you think you'll take off your pants again on stage?
I think I might have to one day.
Yeah.
One day I will. Yeah. It was fun, man.
I'm working on something that I was supposed to do a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't go to that spot. But I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna put it on my podcast.
Perfect.
You'll see what it is.
Nice. Oh, you know what I thought about? How you said you if I hate somebody, or if I hate on somebody, or if I don't like somebody, or a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't know if Will Smith is a comedian or not.
Ooh, bring it on, dog.
But yeah, man, that dude. I mean, Chris Rock said it best. You know, everybody made fun of him, but he hit Chris. You know, he should have. A lot of people do this too. They don't direct that bad energy to where it's. So that bad energy should have been to his wife, not to Chris, not to anybody, and he would have been cool. Now, I think he's a real definition of a bitch, dog. Like. I mean, honestly, Will
Smith, you're a bitch.
You're a bitch, dog. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bitch too, Will. Back in the day, I was with my ex a little bit too long, and you know, I would say, and during that time of my life, I was a bitch. But I've outgrown it. You know, I've outgrown. I think my bitch days are over. But yeah, I don't like that that she was like if a girl did that to me, bro, like back in the day it happened. Now I would be like, yo, don't talk to me no more.
People say that domestic terrorists don't exist, dog.
Yeah.
It's not true, dog. It's the wives, dog.
Yeah.
We're terrorized every single day of our lives, dog.
We are.
They're like little tyrants, you know, and we can't make them happy, dog. It's all hell, dog.
Yeah. This is true. Well, that's why you got to be careful on who you pick, man, and who you keep around yourself. Even your friends, your wife, your girlfriends. You got to be careful, man, because they'll mess you up, man. Like I said, it's all about balance. If they mess you up, you got to get them. You got to stay here. If you get a girl and you stay here, then keep the girl, man.
And you bring out a good point, dog. Check it out, dog. If you're a mija and you go out with a guy who's got 4 kids and 3 different baby mamas, use the loser, dog.
Yeah.
Use a loser. You pick losers, dog.
Yeah. Big loser. I always wanted one baby mama. The minute me and her broke up, I got a vasectomy. I'd rather have AIDS than have another kid. That's all, I don't want to have kids no more. Fuck that. I would never have a kid. If I had a kid right now, if a girl came up to me and be like, yo, this is yours, I'd be like, all right, let's meet tomorrow and let's talk about this. And I would be on the first plane to Thailand. I would not raise any more kids.
Oh, man.
I don't know. What about you, man? What if a girl came up to you and said, this is your kid?
Oh, man, you know what, dog? I wouldn't like that, dog. Nah, dog. I spend so much time, like, not trying to have kids with so many different women, dog, and then for one day for them to say, hey, you have this kid?
Yeah.
Like, now it would, like, the kid would probably be, like, 18.
Yeah,
or like, you know, like 15 or something, dog.
Dude, check this out. So you think back, right now that this ancestry DNA stuff, I have a lot of people I see online where this guy got busted for killing somebody because they got his DNA. They got guys for child support because they got your DNA now. Dude, oh, a pothole just went through my head right now.
Why are the people taking the ancestry.coms to get popped, right?
Right. Well, not just that though. I'm okay with it now because if a girl comes up to me now, there's one girl that I think might have been pregnant with my kid or got pregnant, but I never heard from her after that because we were going buck wild, bro. But it happens, right? If she comes to me right now, I'm okay with it because she's over the age of 18. I want only child support. I'll open her with open arms, like, oh, I'm sorry,
unless you have another like liver donor, you know.
Yeah, see, or a kidney or something,
Yeah,
bro. That's a good idea, dude. Maybe it's not so bad to have a kid out there, you know?
Yeah,
Good idea, bro. I'm gonna go look for her.
you gotta look at like the silver linings, dog.
The positives.
That's right.
Positives. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, God. My bad. Don't strike me with lightning. I will continue to be a good person. I promise. It's hard being good sometimes, though. Especially when it's a beautiful woman and you know you're not supposed to. When you have a girlfriend or a wife. My dad was a cheater his whole life. And I don't understand why. My mom was a beautiful person. But I understand though, because I cheated a lot. In fact, I probably will the rest of my life. And if it's my current girlfriend and she sees this, I'm just kidding.
It's just a podcast.
Yeah.
Dog.
It's just work, honey. This is work. This is just jokes. They're just jokes.
Exactly, dog.
Edit this. No, I'm just kidding, man. Whatever, man. You live your life the way you want, you know?
That's right, dog. And we want to end on a positive note. So you want to say anything to like final goodbyes to everybody's?
To final goodbyes?
Yeah, dog.
I'm going to say, please be sure to try and do what's right. That's all. And sometimes it may be a little bit difficult, and sometimes it's not. It was real difficult for me to raise my kids, but I did it. I look back and I think, yay, that's it.
All right, Doc. That's some good words of advice, Doc. And with that said, we'll catch you guys a rato.
Ratos con Kiar, man. I'm Aaron. I'm from East LA.